Welcome to Gen Zen's Spring Equinox Guided Meditation. I'm Jennifer Clark here in Ottawa, Canada. This is a show about putting the soul back into solutions, one phone call, one person, one question, one meditation at a time. Spring Equinox is all about the sun bringing equal light and dark to the planet, and it's about balance and alignment and oneness within ourselves. It's actually the start of the astrological calendar. So this is where Aries starts in astrology, the calendar in the cosmos. So it's another big time for that as well. Aries being a lot of fire and a lot of action. So generally speaking, the spring equinox is about standing in your power, moving forward, but also looking backwards to sort of heal the baggage that you've been dragging along all year. Now, what's super interesting about this week is that on the 22nd of March, Jupiter and Mercury go retrograde. So Jupiter is a planet of luck, and Mercury is a planet of communication. When they go dark or retrograde, it's generally a sign where things slow down. So this is a very interesting week. While the spring equinox today is pushing us all forward, springing us forward into action, Thursday's astrological events are actually causing us to take a step back. So for so many people, they're gearing up to sort of write the proposal or submit the application or call that person up, and yet there's sort of a hesitancy or a resistance in the sense of taking action too quickly. Mercury is communication, so it's going to affect our ability to be understood, to be seen, and it's going to caution us to take a slower time on moving forward. So on one hand, we're being told go for it, and on the next moment, we're being told chill your jets. So a little bit of both this week. I know my clients, my students, and people who follow me on social media have been asking me the same thing over and over again. We're riding waves of change, and on Saturday we had the new moon, and the new moon was in Cryon, which is a wounded healer energy. Again, bringing lots of stuff up. Even though it's a new moon about taking action, it's also about digging deep in the past. So we had a lot of people saying they're crying, they're weepy, they're emotional, they're almost manically creative, and then they fall back down into depression or quiet times. So if you're one of those people riding these waves, just, be at peace, really do your yoga, do your meditation, go for walks in nature, take your sea salt baths. Please go back to my earlier episodes about grounding and how to balance your chakras, because it's really all about staying grounded during this flow. It's how do you stay on the surfboard while you're riding through the waves of change. I know today I woke up super excited, super stoked, went for a really early morning walk in the sun, then came home, something triggered me, and I just started bawling like a baby. And I was crying for all the things I could cry about the last year, which was very difficult and painful. And the floodgates just opened. And then I got better and I got back on track and put makeup on and went back to work and had a really amazing time with a client. So I know I'm living it. In case you are too, please understand this month is a sandwich of crazy. It is a wonderful opportunity, magic or madness, depends on how you're experiencing it. And it can be actually the same all at once. I want to start off the meditation with, so this is my new book from Debbie Ford, the late Debbie Ford, called Your Holiness. Debbie Ford was one of my first earlier teachers, actually. I had met her, I can't remember what year it is. It's been too long ago, almost 20 years ago. And she was one of the first A-list professional type teachers that I had ever met in person that basically acknowledged me and said, Jen, you're good at what you do. I believe in you, and, come work with me and study with me in La Jolla. So she invited me to do the shadow process with her at her training camp at La Jolla, California. And it was a pivotal experience for me, the shadow process. She taught me so much in terms of the content, but also in terms of how to facilitate for a large group of people, how to stand up and be seen, and how to run the show. And I'll never forget Debbie. She made things happen in my world. I had the pleasure of meeting her several times at different events. around the world since then, but she passed away about 5 years ago from cancer. It was actually right around the same time my own sister got diagnosed with cancer. So I found that coincidence really interesting. And unfortunately, Debbie passed away 5 years ago. My sister passed away last year. Again, the coincidence doesn't, escape me. Her sister Ariel, who is a famous book agent in and of herself, met up with a friend who's a famous medium named James Twyman. Many people know James Twyman from our community, spiritual medium. James was friends with Debbie and invited Sister Ariel over for a reading. And basically, Debbie told her that there was a manuscript, that an unknown manuscript that was still, not published, that Debbie wanted to have come out to the world. So Ariel found the book with help of Debbie's team, published it, and I tell you, it's one of her best books. And so I want everyone to check out Your Holiness, but it's a book of prayers. So for me, the written word, the spoken word is very important as a book author myself, as someone who chants, the prayers to the divine on a daily basis. I find comfort in the words. So I'm going to read one of Debbie Ford's prayers from her new book, Your Holiness, to start off our meditation. So if you can just close your eyes wherever you are. If you're driving, don't close your eyes, obviously. But wherever you are, have a seat, take a moment, take a deep breath in and deep breath out. And we're just going to experience the equinox, the energetic equinox, through Debbie Ford's words. My holy heart, I offer you the love and compassion you deserve. My holy heart, I give back to you all the energy I so generously put out to others. My holy heart, I hold you as the sacred, precious jewel that you are. My holy heart, I am grateful for every feeling you experience, including every pain that passes through you and every moment of joy and hope. My holy heart, I love you like I love no other, because I know you are imbued with the richest of the universe, and the light of God right now is inside of me. And when I embrace all of me, I will be able to love all of you. I let go of all regrets and resentments from the past. I become present with the radiant diamond in the center of my being. My holy heart, I love you. And so it is, and it is so. Amen. So those were the wise words of teacher Debbie Ford. We're going to use that concept, the holy heart, as our way in to tap into the seeds of new creativity, the birth of new realities that live actually inside of us. The kingdom of heaven lives within each of us. So I'm going to pretend we can crack ourselves open like a beautiful blossom, a beautiful shell, and open up. So left hand or right hand, whichever is easiest, please place it over your chest, the center of your chest, which is the sacred heart. And I just want you to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I want you to breathe down into your body. If you're sitting, your feet are flat on the floor. If you're standing, of course, you're standing on the ground. Lying down, the same thing. Feel the earth beneath you. And with every breath in and out, let your shoulders and chest rise and fall. And imagine yourself like a great ancient tree with roots going deep into the ground and branches going high, high, high into the sky. With every breath in and out, I want you to feel yourself getting fuller and wider and stronger. Feel your roots connect to every other living thing on the earth, like the avatar tree would feel. And using your imagination, reach high, high, high up into the sky, sending your attention and energy up, higher and higher, standing tall and connected. Now imagine that the center of your chest is a chamber. We call it the fiery furnace. Using your imagination, I would like you to go within yourself at this point. Imagine that you can do so. And as you enter into your sacred chamber, the fiery furnace, you enter into a beautiful healing temple. It could be a castle, it could be a temple, it could be like a pyramid. And right in the center of this beautiful place is a pedestal with a threefold flame. The eternal fire that is you is lit there. One flame is pink, one flame is blue, one flame is gold, and they all mix, the three of them. This is called the threefold flame. Blue, pink, and gold. And just imagine it. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out, slowly approach this pedestal. Slowly approach this fire and know that you are safe, know that you are loved, know that you are protected in this place. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And as you approach the fire, stand about 4 feet away, and I want you to bow in your mind's eye and offer it gratitude. Know that this is a holy fire of your own divinity. This is a sacred place that you have entered. And in your hands, I want you to imagine seeds, just like you're going to plant something in the garden. It could be any kind of seeds you want, doesn't really matter. In your mind's eye, I want you to take these seeds. Pay attention to what you think you have, though, because it does have plant medicine meaning. So imagine a kind of nut or seed in your hand, and I want you to toss it into the fire. This will create like a popcorn effect, crackles, sparkles. And your threefold flame is now going to show you in moving images what things in the future that you can birth within yourself, with your own I am presence, with your own guides and angels, with your own wisdom, with your own creativity, with your own power. Again, using your imagination, throw the seeds into the fire, feel them crackle and birth and explode out, and start to watch moving hologram, moving images in your mind's eye of the future, of the potential future that you can create with right action, right thinking, right feeling. Keep breathing in, breathing out. And imagine whatever is being shown to you. Allow your imagination to receive it without judgment. Feel it without trying to figure it out. See yourself on stage. See yourself in the loving arms of a loved one. Imagine yourself driving that new car. Imagine yourself signing the papers for that new home. Imagine yourself holding your book in your hands, whatever it is that might be shown to you right now. And if nothing else, imagine yourself happy and healthy. Imagine yourself smiling with a permagrin, with so much light and so much joy that you're giddy with expectation, anticipation, and excitement. Keep breathing. As you watch whatever is showing up in your unconscious, in your imagination, I want you to think and project out, thank you and more. Thank you and more. Thank you and more. Keep breathing. And now I want you to pretend you can walk right into that fire, right into that hologram. Imagine you can walk right into that moving imagery of the future. and that you're living the reality of the future right now. Whatever you're being shown, whatever you're feeling, perhaps it's travel, perhaps it's romance, perhaps it's money. Imagine all that in and around you today in this moment as if you're in a virtual reality game. Start breathing and filling up. The breath is so important to breathe like a bubble. In and out, like a sponge, soaking it up and bringing it into your body, into the cells and into the space between the cells. You're still thinking, thank you and more. Thank you and more. And we're going to do one question. Ask the place that we're in, which is a holy landscape. What is it that I need to do right now? What is the one thing that I need to do right now to make this happen? To make this a true reality in my world? And use your eyes, your ears, your feeling, your knowing to sense the answer. If there was an answer to that question, what would it be? What do I need to do right now? Again, your hand's going to go on your heart. Whether you got an answer or not, you're simply just going to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Deep breaths in and out. Now we're going to go backwards, and I want you to pretend you can step back out of the flame, out of that moving hologram, as if you're still facing the threefold flame on the pedestal. You're going to approach it with your hands, palms facing out, like you're going to do energy work. You're going to imagine purple fire, healing energy flows out of your hands into the threefold flame. This is you sending you energy. So hands, palms facing out like a stop sign. Imagining you're directing purple fire, healing energy. The shamans call this purple great fire. The mysteries call it the violet flame. Energize your own threefold flame to make it bigger and brighter. Remember, the plumes are blue, pink, and gold. You say out loud, I love you. I'm so sorry this has happened. Please forgive me. Thank you for never giving up on me. I love you. I'm so sorry this has happened. Please forgive me. Thank you for never giving up on me. Keep breathing and imagining you're sending the purple fire healing energy to your own threefold flame, making it even brighter and stronger, more vibrant and more full. Take a deep breath in, lower your hands, take a deep breath out. Again, we bow to say thank you. It's a sign of respect and reverence. And it's time for us to leave the inner temple. So using your imagination, we're going to walk out of the temple, the castle, the church, whatever it was for you, the holy space, and imagine yourself back as the tree on earth, in your body today, on the 3D, 5D level. This is where we need to ground what we experience. We need to plant the seeds of the new beginnings in the earth. So putting your hands on your heart as if you're pushing that energy down, 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 down through your feet into the earth, into the root system of your great ancient tree. So with breath, down, in, and down. And just breathing what you saw, what you experienced, what you felt, the potential of the next 6 months in the spring equinox energy. Breathe it down into the earth And imagine you can find the deepest, darkest, richest volcanic soil. My soul always comes from Hawaii, my favorite place in the world. Breathe it down into that soil and plant the seeds of all those positive experiences, conditions, situations, and things that you desire and require. Place it, plant it deep, deep, deep into the ground now. Again, your mind is saying, thank you and more, thank you and more, thank you and more. Hand on heart, bring your awareness and energy back to your physical body in the now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And I want you to feel full. Imagine yourself taking space. Imagine yourself mattering, that somebody loves you, that you are cared for, that you are protected and provided for. How would that feel in your body right now? And breathe. Hands in prayer pose. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. It is done. It is done. It is done. Deep breath in, everyone. Deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. Relax your shoulders. Open your eyes. Now, check in your body. Check to see how you're feeling right now. If you've done this properly, and really there isn't any wrong way of doing it, if you've breathed well, if you feel the connection to the earth, to the sky, if you could imagine yourself bigger and taking up shape and space and being recognized, being valued, being appreciated, there is a feeling of fullness inside of you right now. There's a feeling of depth, of almost liquidity, like you're feeling a little fluid. And it's all about riding the waves of change in the next couple weeks. The spring equinox energy, though, tied into the new moon on Saturday, is all about the next 6 months. So really pay attention to how you're feeling the next couple days. Please, please, please write down your wishes, your desires on paper, make some plans, but pay attention to Mercury retrograde on Thursday. Pay attention to the flow. Don't push an agenda if there's pushback. Just sit with it. There's going to be a right time, to sign a paper or for a contract or to connect with someone. So just go with the flow, knowing that you have done your part in shaping your reality through your thought and through your feeling. Again, love to hear your feedback. Please hit us up here on the Facebook Live comments. Love to hear how you experience this one. And again, remember, astrological events are still at play this month. I mean, they're always going on every month. And let me just be clear about astrology. I don't follow astrology, but I'm aware of astrology. So just like the weather, I'm aware if it's going to, predict snow or predict rain. I don't base my life on it, but certainly I'm aware of it, and I allow myself to make decisions in the sense of knowing what's around. It makes a lot of sense some days. So again, I'm not about this is what's going to happen because astrology says so, but it is a spiritual science. However, you are a creator. You can do whatever you want with the astrology at foot. But I know as a Virgo, every Mercury retrograde, there's always going to be fun times. I always back up my computer. I always double check directions. I just have learned from experience. You know what? Maybe not a bad idea. So take it for what it's worth for you. Do as you please. You are all co-creator beings. Enjoy the equinox and March's madness or March's magic, and make it a good day. All right. So hit me up at jenniferclark.ca if you ever want a personal one-on-one consultation or some healing transformation. Love to work with serious seekers. jenniferclark.ca is where you can find me. All right. Be well. When it's dark outside, keep the light on.